Hey guys, I'm back with another one of these OpenGL videos. I think I'm on week number 4 now. 4 or 5, I don't remember. And I'm just going to be showing all the things I've been working on this time. I haven't had as much work as the other times. I had to do a complete rewrite of the entity component system, because it's been giving me some trouble doing things out of the compile. So for every component you can actually make it using just a string now, which proved to be difficult beforehand. So I'm running my own system for that, so at least that's working. It could use a bit of a performance increase, so that's something I do want to work on eventually. But either way, I got that fully working. So inside the scene graph, we actually have, when things have a child available to them, you actually have this drop down arrow that it actually functions now. So we have our main camera object, which is our view you can see as I rotate things around. It doesn't have any children. There's the terrain, which I can move up and down. And then I have all these trees. You may notice that I have point lights on them rotated around the trees. And this is one of the nice things about having the scene graph. So for each one of the trees here, I actually attached a light source to it using the new point light component. So if I actually go and increase the brightness on one of them, we can go find it real quick. Oh yeah, there it is. You can see that as I move the parent around, the light source will follow with it. So I think I can put it in the air. Let's put it somewhere where there's not as many trees. Yeah, sure, here. And you can see the light source nicely rotating around the tree, and it will just kind of follow that pattern. And of course I can move it all around. It will be always relative to the parent it's onto. And this works for any number of objects, but as of now you only can do that through code, so it's not very flexible yet. That's something I want to work on as well. As for that, the custom movement for those light sources in the last video has been taken out, since whenever I make a component for and change the system around, I have to either do it basically fully customizable or all hard coded. So now this whole light system is fully interactable, and if I actually take away the sunlight, you can see the light sources just nicely affecting everything. Some new settings with the light sources I have as well is obviously you can customize the distance for this. And the other thing is how bright it is, which just ends up in the end multiplying this color. You can do this for any number of lights. I still have to do the directional light, since this one's obviously not even a component I can use yet. But that's something I want to work on as well. And the next big thing I want to be working on as well is getting a full editor working for this. Because right now I have to do this all through code, and that's a bit of a pain. One step I did do is I have this create entity button, which will make just an empty entity. And by default, it only gets a tag component, which just lets you name it. Other than that, you don't get transforms or anything like that, and you have no way to add them either. And I'm under debating whether I should force every entity to have a tag and a transform on it, because that would make some of this math easier, but I feel not everything you would necessarily want to have tags and transforms, but something I need to figure out still. And tell me what you think about that thing in particular. Other than that, that's everything I got for this. Not too much in terms of things to show for it, but I've done a lot of rewriting the code. Anyways, that's all I got for now. See you all next week.